this is Alisha Costanzo and welcome back to my channel. We are going to be doing our Bookopolathon vlog number 2 where we finish up the month and we do some wrapping up, so look forward to this. Welcome to rule number 9, the first rule of part 2 of Bookopolathon. If you can believe that I've read that many, I really can't, but I landed on Hyped last time and I finished that book, so let's go with rule number 9 now. Is a doubles. So I'm gonna roll 2 right now. Community show. Okay. Alright, that's these guys. So let me take them out of there. These guys. And the community shelves. I'm gonna give them a quick shuffle. Hawaii Fantasy. That is perfect. Alright, well, let's put you there, buddy. You guys can go in there, and let's roll our 10th roll for those doubles. I got doubles again. Y'all, we're gonna do 3 rolls right now. Last color. Okay, I will figure that out here in a second. Let's do our last roll, and then I'll turn you around and let you know what books I'm reading. Roll number 11. 10. Glad it's not another doubles. Big book, over 500 pages. Well, shit. I have an idea. Okay, let's turn you around. So hey y'all, new rolls. I have 3 of them in a row, so I'm gonna do all 3 of them right now. My first one is A Million Junes by Emily Henry because it came up and it was YA and it was perfect. So I love Emily Henry. I did start it already. I'm 25% of the way through and did not want to put it down last night, but had to go to sleep and do other things. So there's that. The next roll was Last Color, and I'm assuming that the last color of the book that I was reading when I rolled, which was the Hazelwood, which is a lot of black and silver and gold and white and that kind of thing. So on my TBR I had Gemini by Gemma James, which is black and silver, so that's what I'm gonna go with for that one. What was my 3rd roll? I don't remember right now. That's not good. I'll be right back with that. Okay, so the 3rd one was a big book, over 500 pages, and I chose Kim Harrison's Every Which Way But Dead, I believe is what it's called. Cover here, so you can see it, but those are my next 3 books, and I'm feeling pretty excited. I'm gonna start Gemini soon because I like to be reading an ebook while I am listening to an audiobook. I can keep them separate pretty well, so yeah. Here we go. Okay, so I did a really bad job vlogging this stuff. I finished A Million Junes by Emily Henry, and I loved it. I mean, it's Emily Henry. Of course, I loved it. It's the 3rd book of hers I've read. I can officially call her a favorite author. But this is about a young girl who lives in a haunted place and has a family feud with somebody, like a neighbor. And she's not allowed to interact with these people. And so what happens in the first scene? She's in a mirror maze with him. And her best friend is like in love with him, and this cute little romance, like she's immediately attracted to him, super cute. Best friend ended up liking his cousin because his cousin likes her, and this whole romance between them starts so that she can feel free to feel romantically about this young man. It has a lot to do with stories, so I noticed a lot of her stories have to do with writing, which I'm totally for. I'm okay with that. It's the only time I've actually seen myself be okay with it too, but she does it pretty well, so I'm okay with it. And the young man is trying to be her tutor, but there's these ghosts that are killing people off in both their families, like simultaneously, and they're trying to uncover this mystery and at the same time walking through these memories together. So it's kind of a supernatural romance, which I really like for her, and a young adult. And you guys, this was brilliant. I really, really liked it. Okay, I'll be back again because I'm sure I'm not going to wrap up some other stuff, so editing me, sending you back to then. Okay, so last night I finished Every Which Way But Dead by Kim Harrison, book 3 in the Deathly Hallows series, Rachel Mariana Morgan. A lot went on in this book, like a lot of threads. It's hard to keep up with sometimes. but very action-oriented, very violent, kind of sexy. So I have lots of questions, but overall, I am very happy with this book. So Rachel is a runner, so she tries to capture criminals in the paranormal universe. And she's more powerful than she thinks she is, but she's untrained in a lot of her magic. Makes it interesting. Deal with the devil. He's trying to capture her. New characters that are really cool. A new alpha pack kind of thing going on. Lesbian vampire who really wants her, but she just wants to be friends. And another vampire who she does want. Semi-ex-boyfriend Nick. And Jinx getting upset. And let's not forget about the elves. So... Oh, and the gang war. Let's not forget about that. There's so much. There's so much. I obviously am very happy with the book and I'm gonna keep going in the series. So good for that. That was my 500 plus pages. It was 501. So I hit it in there. It just squeaked by. And the other book that I just finished this morning. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. Book number 3 in the Zodiac Queen series by Gemini. I still have to give her credit because I wanna know what happens. I just don't want to read it. And since I don't own any more of the books and I don't plan on buying any more of the books, I think it's time to read some spoiler reviews. I would probably give this between a 2 and a 3. It was intriguing. I don't like her character. I don't like the situation, although I do like the suspense that is keeping her in that situation. Like, she's doing the job to make it believable that she would go through all this shit, because there's worse options. The other options are all worse. So, like, I do get that. I really hope that somebody else is a forerunner for her heart, because the 2 that are in there now, both are sucky options. I'll have to go read some spoiler reviews and decide if I want to continue doing this to myself or not. I don't know if I do. I'm pretty sure that I don't, but I keep doing it. So yeah, but that was my last color for the Bookopolathon. So now I'm gonna roll a new roll. Right, roll number 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, of course. Steampunk. Alright guys, since I finished my physical book and I'm going to be starting on this audiobook, I'm hoping this next roll will help me get another physical or ebook to read. This is roll number 12 or 13 are we up to now? We're getting up there. I'll put the number up here for you guys, but we got 7. Monsters. Oh yeah, I can totally do that. I have the perfect book for this. Okay, alright. Hey guys, so I am reading Roshani Chakshi, again, The Gilded Wolves, and I'm probably like 20-25% of the way in. I'm not a big fan of the narrator. It feels very boring. And I know I like her writing, so I'm really concerned about this. There's some things that are going really well, but overall I'm concerned with this. And this is going to be my monsters. My steampunk is going to be the actual ebook that I'm going to read, which is Changeless. The second in Solace, Gail Carriger. She's amazing. It's always steampunk. It's always fun. I'm into it. So that's what I'm working on right now. Just went and got my Oklahoma Real ID. Yay, did not take as long as I thought it was going to. And have been reading or listening to The Gilded Wolves. I'm bored. Mostly bored. I like some of the details and stuff, but mostly I'm just bored. I also started Changeless. Happy with it so far. Not even a chapter into it, but I expect to be happy with it. But I didn't have to sit so long, so I didn't get so much read. Alright, well that's where I am. I'm going to roll a new roll soon because I'm going to be done with this book soon. I'm at 70%. So, yep. That's my update. So this is going to be roll number 14. It may or may not be my last roll. We will have to see. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. A new book. And roll number 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A Becca wreck. Alright, I'll get back to you in a second. Okay, So, I didn't tell you guys about this book, but for roll, I think it was 15? For roll 15, which was Becca's recommendations, I saw that she had Aurora Rising on there by Kaufman and Kristoff, and I didn't vlog this very well because I sped right the fuck through it. The sci-fi and some of the things I was talking about with my husband made me think of Eve, the multiplayer online role-playing game that he used to play on his computer, especially since there's an Aurora Academy there that they have, I don't remember what species it was, but it was Cal's species is also part of Eve, and I just thought that was interesting. Anyways, I loved Kristoff. I loved this idea of having this pack of misfits trying to save the world, essentially, and it was really cool. I really liked it. I loved the characters. I loved the narration of it. There was a full cast. There was all this stuff that made it really, really cool. I really, really love the tablet that speaks back and has a personality. That was a lot of fun. But again, I sped right through this, and so this was for my roll 15. There are 2 rolls out of the 15 that I did not complete, one of which was Community Shelf Steampunk Changeless by Gail Carriger. I am 16% of the way into it. I don't plan on putting it down. It just takes me longer to read physical books or ebooks than it does audiobooks, because I can do that while I'm doing other things. So I didn't get to complete that one, and I didn't get to complete my roll number 14, which was new. I don't even have a book slotted for that. I just didn't get to it. I was lucky that I got through this one by the end of this whole thing. I did read, how many books? 13 books for Bookopoly, and a few more. So I'm just gonna wrap up like I would normally, kind of, for my month and just leave this vlog as that kind of wrap up. So here are some stats real quick for the books that I read in September. So first I read 18 books. Holy shit. Holy shit. Can I say it again? Holy shit. A lot of them were small, to be fair. And I DNF'd quite a few of them as well. So of those books, I read in quite a few genres. I read 5 fantasy books. I read 7 romance, which is really, really weird for me. I read 2 thrillers, 1 horror, 2 sci-fi, and 1 graphic novel that I really don't know how to categorize. I think it's just contemporary. It's not really anything. It's middle grade, I want to guess. Lumberjacks. I also read 5,031 pages, and that's including my DNFs, only to the point where I read them. And I listened to 134 hours, 48 minutes, and 31 seconds. That equates to 5 days, 14 hours, 48 minutes and 31 seconds. That's a lot of reading. So the ones that I did not vlog in these Bookopolathon vlogs were The Poet was on there. I don't think The Poet matched. Okay, so I've actually finished The Poet by Michael Connelly, and it's Michael Connelly, so I did enjoy it, but I'm gonna give a fuller response to it, because I also read this for a challenge, which was a prompt redo challenge, which was the last book, so I get to actually publish that one here soon this month. So I look forward to that. But Michael Connelly, it was not Bosch. Bosch kind of showed up in it. It was a Rachel and a McAvoy novel, and I've read the second one already, so the first one was kind of like I kind of knew who done it, but it was interesting to see some of the details of it. I also, what else did I read? Beach Read, which was a reread for me by Emily Henry. I flew through it a second time. I loved it. I'm pretty sure I vlogged it a little bit, even though it didn't match any of the things that I had as prompts, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it didn't match any of that stuff, but it was there. I loved rereading it, so yeah. And I think that's it. I think I talked about The Gilded Bulls, and it wasn't so much a fan. And then Aurora Rising was my last one. Every Which Way But Dead by Kim Harrison, also a great one. I'm pretty sure I talked about that. I don't really have anything extra to say about the books right now. Read 18 of them. It's pretty freaking fantastic. Everything on my list, nothing to carry over. I got a new TBR, as you might have seen by now. So thank you for watching this and my crazy ass reading a whole bunch of things and talking about them. Who knows what I said? I don't know what I said. I'm sure I sound pompous and crazy at the same time. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. Let me know what you read in September, what you plan on reading in October, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.